HTTV with Illingworth and Gregory. It was a tough result to take today, Nahki, after you played so well in the match against the league leaders.
Yeah, it feels like we've been harshly done by. We know we were the better team today. Unfortunately, a few decisions went their way and they were clinical enough to take their chances, and it's hard to accept, but it's one of them. We have to move on and move on quickly.
How much harder was it to go behind so early?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we went behind from the pen. They scored it, and we knew it would be a tougher task because we can tell the way they set up that they were here for a point. They were here to not lose, and they got an early advantage, which made it really difficult for us because they're a resilient side, they're well managed, and they're hard to break down.
A lot of decisions didn't go Town's way, or didn't seem to go Town's way this afternoon. What did you make of the penalty in particular?
Yeah, well, I know I won the ball off Shelby. I've cleared it. It's hit his hand, and the refs went to put his whistle to his mouth, and that's where I shut off. And he didn't blow the whistle, so I went back to react to it. I tried to win the ball off of Richie. He got in front of me, and I just stood there. There was definitely contact, but I'm pretty sure he's kicked me and tripped himself. But 9 times out of 10, refs give it. I held my hand up for it, but it was definitely a handball. And I asked him at halftime, and he said it's hit his arm, but his arm was next to his body. So I asked him, why did he go to blow the whistle and not blow it? And he just dismissed it. But it's one of them. We just had to try to get back in the match.
And like you said, you tried to get back into the game, and you stuck to your game plan throughout, and it almost paid off towards the end. Yeah,
nearly. Obviously, the last goal is irrelevant because we were pushing for an equaliser. Then again, we still feel harshly done by. Gale's just going through it and tapped it into open net. But whether we would lose 2-1 or 3-1, it was irrelevant. We was trying to get an equaliser, and we just didn't have what it took to get the equaliser. Like I said, there was a really tough side to play against. It was hard to break them down. They didn't give me nothing today as an attacker. And they're resilient and they're at the top of the table for that reason.
They were very organised and structured without the ball. Did you find yourself as an attacker trying to do anything differently to try and find that inch of space?
Yeah, well, what they did well was they didn't give us any space in behind. It made continuous runs, but the players couldn't really pick out those spaces because the space was quite limited because of how deep they were dropping. But with that, the advantage comes, you can get in the pockets, but it's difficult because the midfielders drop deep and try to close those gaps, and they're compact, and there's almost no space to really play through them. The pitch wasn't in the best of nick, so your touch had to be almost perfect. So it was really tough. And we probably should have done better with crosses and deliveries into the box, which could have given us maybe a better chance of scoring. But it just didn't work out for us today.
Despite the result, there's a lot of positives you can take out of the game, one being that you've shown you can compete once again against the side that's top of the table.
Yeah, I mean, the way we feel as if is, regardless of the score, most would have thought we were the better side, which is one plus. Just one negative is we didn't come out with the victory. We all know that 3-1 is a bit harsh. We know in reality we lost. We really lost by 1 goal because we wouldn't have given that goal away if it was tight. So we just couldn't get that equaliser. Time ran out for us, and we just didn't have the quality really to break down a really resilient side.
We had a record home gate here for football at the John Smith Stadium today in the league. How much did the fans help you on the pitch, and especially when you scored your goal, how much did they give you an extra belief that you could go on and try and find an equaliser?
Yeah, they were magnificent again. I'm pretty sure the lads would like to thank the crowd because they're really coming out in abundance, and they're making us players push on as much as we can. The roar when we scored, the atmosphere really changed drastically, and I really believed that we were gonna get back in this game, possibly win it. We had time on our hands. We just came up a bit short, and we just have to knock it down and go again.
Just finally, obviously on Tuesday we've got Aston Villa here at the John Smith Stadium. How important is it that you respond quickly with a win against Villa?
Yeah, we'll go in tomorrow, we'll recover in our best possible way. I'm sure the manager will say it. We can dwell on it now, we can accept it, but tomorrow we wipe a clean slate and we completely look forward and we forget about our mistakes. We run over the match and we move forward. And tomorrow's a new day. We recover, we train, and we get ready for Aston Villa.
Thank you, Nahki.
Cheers.